Hey everybody, Maximilian X here, and well, I guess the rumors were true about the reveal of the Switch 2. Uh, would have gotten this out sooner, but I was not home and I was on my way, and I was looking at YouTube and I was like, let me see like my notifications, and boom, like it was there staring me in the face. I'm like, oh god, I need to make a video about this. So this is gonna be like a short reaction. I haven't like looked up any of the leaks because I like to be surprised. The only thing I know so far is that it is just the first look trailer. I mean, it says first look, and that I think the full reveal is going to be like later. So yeah, without further ado, let's check it. Gosh, I hope everything is set up. I didn't even check. I really hope everything is set up appropriately. Oh gosh. Let's lower this a little bit so it doesn't overwhelm. All right. Oh gosh, hang on. Wait. Hang on. I almost forgot too. There we go. Sure. Okay. Yeah. Let's go. God, I hope this is right. Okay. Still no sound. Oh, there we go. Okay. OG switch. Oop, oh, wait. It's doing that buffering thing that I don't like. Oh, okay, bigger screen. Okay, new connectors and everything. Okay, looking good, looking good. I hope the backplate is still okay. A thinner stand than the OLED one. Bigger Joy Cons. New button. The, don't look like hollow the sticks though, so I don't know about that. Oh, and the colors are inverted. Oh, okay, that's actually interesting. Oh, are the insides also color coded? Oh, that's kind of crazy. Oh God, that's not a switch. That's a collapse. I'm not gonna lie, it looks kind of clean though. Oh wait! Is this Mario Kart 9? I'm sorry. Is this Mario Kart 9 or is it just Mario Kart? No, wait. Oh my, no wait. No, this is not a track. This is the new track. Okay, this has to be Mario Kart 9. What the hell? I'm sorry. What? Yeah, okay, backwards compatibility. Ah, frick, I didn't read it through. Yeah, okay, so the full reveal. Switch to experience. Ooh. It's gonna be a busy year, guys. Switch to experiences? Oh, it's gonna be a. Okay, we have to go back. We have to go back. Okay, first things first. Because this I didn't read it. Nintendo Switch 2 plays both physical and digital Nintendo Switch games. Certain Switch games may not be supported on or fully compatible Nintendo Switch 2. I'm assuming that is stuff like Labo, right? Because that makes sense. Because the Switch 2 is physically larger than the Switch. So, yeah, that makes sense. I don't think those sticks are Hall sensor sticks, so I mean they might be. It's kind of hard to tell. I can't tell like just by looking at it. The only thing I can do is like hope that it is. And I know stuff got leaked. I am not looking at the leaks. I like to be surprised. But oh my gosh, okay. Hmm. Outside of Labo stuff, I can't really imagine like what else they could mean with fully compatible. Because that's the only thing I can think of that I'd be like, okay, um, let me go back. Good grief, everybody's posting videos on it already. Which makes sense. I mean, I'm sorry, this kind of looks sick though. I like the fact that for one, the Joy Cars are bigger, so big hand family represent. Um, it clicks against it, so it's probably magnetic, which is these two things here. Okay, yeah, the master's on screen. That's great. Yeah, so these two things are probably the magnets that keep it clicked, and there's okay, there's like a single connector now. I don't know what the hell this is though, because that is not a thing on a Switch. Wait, hang on. Let me check the left one. Yeah, the capture button is still there. The capture button is still there. So what the hell is this? Also, notice that I don't know if that's factual yet, but it doesn't look like the home button will glow anymore, which is kind of hilarious. So yeah, okay. Um, I don't know what the hell this is. This button is weird to me. I don't know what the function of this is. Considering if this retains its capture functionality, which I'm assuming it does. Again, this like everything here that doesn't include this button is basically like this for backwards compatibility reasons, right? I mean, it's kind of sad that this basically. I mean, yeah. I mean, it kind of sucks that like Labo is not forwards compatible with it, and I'm pretty sure that maybe only one or two people care about that. But that's interesting because that's the only thing I can think of that is like, oh, it's not forwards compatible with that. Also, if you had a whole collection of Joy Cons, I mean, you can still use them on your original Switch, but part of me is kind of glad that I did not start like an entire collection. The only reason I have a bunch of them is because of Joy-Con drift, among other things. So I'm not really that heartbroken about that. This looks, I mean, bigger screen. What I did not expect was seeing I mean, it's not like they haven't done this before. With the original Switch reveal trailer, the first look, they showed off Breath of the Wild, they showed Skyrim, stuff like that were already games that already existed or were about to come out. But then they showed off Odyssey, which like they showed off Odyssey in that first trailer, and it's like, oh my god, new Mario game! What the heck? It's 3D. It looks good. Can't wait. And then like around this time back in 2017 is where we saw like, okay, this is Super Mario Odyssey. It's like it's coming out in like 2017. Blah 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 blah. That is sick. The only thing that I'm like I kind of find funny is that where is it here? The insides are color coordinated too, which begs the question: does this mean that Nintendo won't be selling different colored Joy Cons, right? Because that was a whole thing, right? Nintendo sold a lot of different colored Joy Cons, and I mean, this kind of. I'm not saying it defeats the purpose. I'm not saying that it's not possible for them to do it. I mean, third parties for sure are gonna do it, but hmm, I don't know if Nintendo's gonna go for the hey, you can customize it, blah 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 blah. They might. I don't know. I will say this: bigger controllers is great for a couple of reasons. One, the big hands represent. The other is that means that you have more space in the controller for stuff, right? Like it has HD rumble, which is basically haptic feedback. but the HD rumble is so small that, yeah, unless you were holding it like yeah, unless you were holding it in your hands, like even when it's attached to like the Switch, the feedback is not as strong. And I don't know if they're still gonna do cool stuff with it. The other thing, I think, I don't know if I wasn't really paying attention. Let me check. I don't think the right Joy-Con. Yeah, see that? What is that? Is there a better angle? I don't think so. I don't. That does not look. Does that look like something like an IR pass through to you? Because it doesn't to me. Right. That's another thing. That's another thing. If that's true, if they took out the IR camera, which, I mean, there are maybe 20 games in total of so many games that are out on the Switch right now that um I don't know. I They probably took out the IR camera, which if true, then yeah, that means way more games will actually not be compatible with Switch 2. That would mean, ironically, that for example, 1-2 Switch wouldn't work with this because that has mini games that require the camera. That's actually kind of interesting. So, yeah. And I know there are eShop games that use the IR camera. I know that one is, at least one of them is absolute total trash. It just uses the IR camera like night vision. Um, so it's not even a game. It's just like an app, and it's like really, really, yeah, no. So, mm, I have so many questions, but mostly new Mario Kart, baby. Yo, whoa, hang on a second. Wait. Oh, they're okay. The animation is kind of lit. I'm not gonna lie. I am a bit disappointed they just called it Nintendo Switch 2. Oh my god, look at this. Look at the. Oh my gosh, look at it's crazy. The dock, I love the dock looks. I like the look of the dock. One, there's a thing with the Switch that if you like the dock, here's the thing with the dock, right? Something that people always wondered why Nintendo never did anything with it is that even with the original Switch, the screen like sticks out a little bit, and when you put the Switch on the dock and it's not like on or anything, if it's like in standby mode, when you put it in, and if you put like a charger in it, the top left corner shows that, oh, it's charging. I don't know if it costs more compute power to do so or rendering power to do so, but it would have been really cool if, like, at least the top strip, like this part, where if you could like just enable just the top strip of the screen and have like certain information come in, like stuff like friends coming online, getting maybe like I don't know if this thing is gonna have like actual built-in communication systems, which the current Switch is lacking. I don't know if that's going to be the case. There's a lot of things that I don't know, but the fact that we already know that one of the first titles is probably going to come out, maybe launch, maybe launch window, or maybe at least in 2025, because we still don't know when this system is going to launch. If they're going to do a full reveal in April, if they keep the same timing that they did before, which, considering all the leaks, I kind of doubt that they might do that. Hmm, I don't think they would. I don't think they would do that. What I think they would do is they're just gonna stick to whatever they had planned. That's what I think that they're gonna do. I think the only reason why we got this first look trailer as is around this time, because I almost feel like this feels like something that they would put out closer to the full reveal more than anything. But then people started leaking and ay 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 ay. So I guess that kind of sped up their like the first look trailer. Even though it's a simple trailer and it just shows the hardware and Mario Kart, whatever this is gonna be called, I'm calling it Mario Kart 9. But first of all, I didn't for first I don't know why I didn't expect gameplay footage because again the Switch one had Mario Odyssey in there, and of course the Switch version of Breath of the Wild and the Switch version of Skyrim. But again, like I said, we already knew that Breath of the Wild existed, and we already kind of figured that it was also coming to the Switch. I think they said that it was coming to the Switch. I don't know 100% sure if they did or didn't at that time. But Skyrim was new for us in the sense that we did not know that it was getting a Switch port. But then again, it's Skyrim. It got ported to everywhere. So yeah, I mean, I'm first of all, I'm just so happy to see like a new Mario Kart, just straight up a new Mario Kart. It looks good. It looks really clean. I love that they added a bunch of new animations to like even when you're going over like here. Hang on. Like so, not here. I don't know if you can see it like very clearly, but here. Let me slow this down. Look quickly. Yeah, 0.5 I think should be enough. Yeah. So when they are going over the stuff, you see like on Mario himself, his model, like he goes whoop. Like that is not in Mario Kart 8. I mean, they have kind of stuff like, but not like that, like animated and that was pretty animated. That game was already pretty animated, which is like kind of ridiculous. Oh my, wait, did he boost? I just noticed that he boosted, and I'm not sure what. Oh, he hit a boost pad. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, everybody hit the boost pad. That's kind of cool. I like the little effect for the boost pad. This track, by the way, looks kind of huge. Which I mean, it's not like tracks in Mario Kart haven't been huge before, but I feel like we got used to how big they were because when Mario Kart Wii came out, for example, that's the first time they did 12 player online, 12 player period, or 12 carts on the track. So that was the first time we had like really big, wide tracks. This feels next level, which is funny because Mario Kart 8 had a similar thing. And even then, I don't feel like it felt as big as it did on Mario Kart Wii, even. But it was still those were still pretty big tracks. This one has like a lot of draw distance, which is like here you see like they just went over the finish line, right? So that means that that was at least one lap, and they're going for the second lap. Look at this long ass freaking strip before this part here where it goes around like a bend. I'm sorry, that is a long straight line. I know it's like a desert level, and the Yoshi's di. Oh my god! I just noticed the Yoshi's diner looks like Yoshi. It's modeled after a Yoshi head. Oh my god, that is so gosh darn cute. That is cute. That is absolutely gosh darn cute. Other than that, I mean, it's just a reveal of the hardware, but the stand is a bit problematic. I'm not gonna lie. The stand, where is it? Yeah, this thing. At least it looks sturdier than the first stand. But I like the stand on the Switch OLED. It's flat, like it's a whole thing. I know that this probably makes it a bit cheaper to manufacture, and this kind of confirms to me because if it's using if it's using a similar mechanic, then I'm assuming the whole back is metal or partially metal, just like the OLED Switch, which is great because that helps with, for one, heat. dissipation, and it just feels nice. Plus, it means that the stand is actually sturdy, which is good. So yeah, that is the reveal of the Nintendo Switch 2. I'm still kind of bummed that it's not called a Super Switch because I don't know, like I get why. I really do. I get why. It's just uh I like dare to be different, man. Jeez. Dare to be different. That's all I'm asking for. Just dare to be different, like dare to be unique. I mean, this is cool and all, and I would love to see the capabilities of this thing, but the naming, I mean, it's just like what is in a name? But dang, I really wish it was called Super Switch. Oh, they have the rails too. Of the thing, I totally forgot the straps are probably magnetic now. That is a lot handier. I really hate putting on the straps because you have to like slide it on. It was a whole hassle, and yeah, no. I mean, I get it. Switch two is easy. Oh, Switch one, Switch two, and like it's kind of inherent that does that mean that it's compatible? Yeah, that's why it's called Switch two. Wait, was there a name there, or did you just say welcome? Hang on. I'm sorry. It's like Mario Bros. Circuit. Oh my god. Okay, so this one is called Mario Bros. Circuit. Is it based off of like just the Mario Brothers game? It's in the desert though. That's a bit confusing. I don't know. Anyway, that's it. I guess we'll see more in April. Again, I do not look at leaks because I like being surprised and I like stuff being revealed officially and stuff like that. Just because it just like I like suspense, right? I like suspense. I am a patient guy. I like suspense. I like. They did not show what the cards look like though. That is interesting. They say like, it's gonna have like Nintendo Switch exclusive games, but also Nintendo Switch games. But they did not show the cartridge for the Switch too. I'm kind of curious about what that is gonna be like. If they're compatible, I'm assuming they have a similar shape. Maybe like it'll do like the 3DS thing where it has like this little like extruded part on the side so that if you try to put it in a switch that it like blocks it from going in so you don't accidentally ruin your switch. Maybe they keep it the same format and just when they put it in a switch it'll just say this is not a switch game, which is also a possibility. Because that's what they did with Game Boy Color and like Game Boy Advance. Like certain Game Boy and Game Boy Color games were not compatible with Game Boy Advance. So once you put it in a Game Boy Advance, it would say, "Hey, this game is not compatible with the system." So, that is a possibility. I am I am begging that these are Hall effect sensor sticks so that we don't have to worry about Joy-Con drift anymore. Other than that, I am looking forward to what they're going to drop in April or what they're going to reveal about the system in April. So I guess I'll wait until then. I mean, it's around the corner. It makes sense. I kind of predicted that they would do it in April, mostly because they said that they wouldn't release anything this fiscal year, and their fiscal year ends March 31st, 2025, which makes sense. So April 2nd, I think. Yeah, so April 2nd. What the? Okay, I'll have to check that out later. So April 2nd is, wow, just like literally 2 days later, they do a full reveal. I'm kind of curious, since it's a direct, it's not going to be like, I don't think it's going to be a live presentation. Obviously, it's just a direct. So that means it's pre recorded. That's the whole point of a direct. I'm kind of curious how many more games they're going to show. I'm curious if they're going to say if they're going to have like a Switch 2 specific version of certain games that have yet to be released, which actually brings up a couple of questions. So I'm going to end on this. One, outside of Mario Kart, which we know that we just saw confirmed, we already knew that that was going to be the case, obviously. They're not going to port Mario Kart 8 again. what else is essentially going to be like a Nintendo Switch specific game? It ain't going to be Metroid Prime 4 Beyond because we know that that's coming to Switch. It ain't going to be Xenoblade X Definitive Edition, which I was kind of hoping that it would be, but it's not. It ended up being a Switch game as well. So I don't think that that is getting a Switch 2 specific version. I think it's just going to do backwards compatibility stuff. And that's kind of it. That, sorry, and Pokemon ZA. We also know that that's coming to Switch because obviously you have a big player base. It's a Pokemon game. Why would you put it on something that has a smaller player base? Even if you're thinking of driving up sales, I think that causes more harm than good in the long run. Plus, everybody and their brother owns like a Switch or a Switch Lite, so that makes sense. So outside of these, what did I just mention? 4 games. So yeah, sorry, 3 games. Outside of the 3 games that we know that's coming to Switch, not including the new Mario Kart that we just saw. What else is coming to Switch too? Right? Are they going to show a new 3D Mario? Because it has been since 2017, so it has been 8 years since a new Mario 3D Mario was out, like a proper 3D Mario was out. So are we going to get that? I don't think we're going to get a new Zelda anytime soon because we got Echoes of Wisdom, and before that we got Tears of the Kingdom, and that takes a while to make. So what are we going to see from them? Are we going to see something new from Monolith? We might. I don't know. I'm assuming that they've been working on this, but the team is pretty big at Monolith, and they have been hiring up a storm these past couple of years. So I can imagine that Monolith is big enough to have multiple teams handling multiple projects, or at least 2 different teams handling 2 different projects. I think that's a possibility. So there might be some Monolith stuff there. It has been a while since Fire Emblem Engage, and Fire Emblem is a big moneymaker for them, at least on the mobile. So, are we getting a new Fire Emblem? I would love a Thracia 776. I forget how that goes. Um, like a remake of that or Genealogy of the Holy War. Would love to see that as well. We might see something in that category. So a new Fire Emblem game, either a completely new title or a remake of one of the classic games, which would be nice. I don't know what else I think we could expect from Nintendo, at least for 2025 for the Switch 2, outside of these that I just mentioned. We might get a new Animal Crossing. Actually, here's the thing. If they do a new Animal Crossing, it's done. Like, it is done. Like, pack it up. Nintendo kind of freaking wins 2025 because I can almost guarantee that that is gonna, for one, drive sales, and two, you're gonna get a lot of new people in to play Animal Crossing because Animal Crossing was big. And to be fair, I do kind of equate that to like uh, uh, a COVID pandemic kind of thing, but yeah, it's still pretty big. People fell in love with Animal Crossing because they had the time to play Animal Crossing, which I'm a, I, I'm assuming it translates into people wanting more than just what they had with New Horizons. Other than that, I think I'll have to think about it a little bit more to think of like what games I think we could expect for at least the first year. But that's a whole different conversation. So yeah, that was oh, this was way longer than I was. The one trailer is like 2 minutes, and I've been going for almost a half hour. Okay, so I'm just gonna cut it off there because it's getting a little bit too long in the tooth just for our first look trailer. That is it. That is my live reaction. What do I think of it? It looks cool. It looks nice. It looks solid. I really hope there's no more Joy-Con drift. That's the only thing I'm asking for at this point in time. Whatever we get to see in April, we'll see in April. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. Uh, what are your thoughts about seeing the Nintendo Switch 2? Leave your comments in the leave your thoughts in the comments. Give this video a like, subscribe if you want to see more live reactions like this and other kind of content. And I'll see you guys later.